Alright guys, so this is going to be a tutorial for the paint shop in Black Ops 3. We're going to be making this camo you see on the screen here. It's a future war cult emblem from Destiny, and I think it looks pretty cool. The gun I did it on is the M8A7, just because it has a lot of room to paint on, but you can do it on whatever gun you want. So let's get started. The first step to pretty much any paint job is grab really any object. I just like to use this rounded square because it's pretty close to where your cursor is when you first enter. And cover the whole gun, make it this dark blue. Not quite dark enough for me, so what I did is duplicated it, turned it black, and reduced the opacity to 75% to give it a dark bluish purple look. Next up, grab a circle, move it to wherever you want. I kind of chose right here just because there's a lot of blank space so you can actually see the emblem quite a bit. Adjust it to where you want it, and I like this third down orange color right here for it. Duplicate that, change the color, go to the top red one right here, then click select to get to the color mixer, go 57 red, 7 green, and 7 blue. Scale that down and move it up just slightly because it's not quite centered on the emblem. Alright, once you have that, the next step is to grab the heart, flip it 180 degrees, and scale it down, as well as scale it in to make it skinnier, like that. And move that up from center as well because it's not quite centered either. It's a little bit above centered. Color picker, we're going to do the same thing as we did for the background, so duplicate it, make it black, make sure it's above the blue one, and scale it back to 75% opacity. Boom. Alright, next you need to duplicate the blue one again. Whoops. Duplicate the blue one again, and do it right that time. Make the same red as that circle, so 57 red, 7 green, and 7 blue. Scale it back and move it down to create kind of that little fire look for the emblem. Next we need to make the stripes in the emblem. So the easiest thing to do is, wow, I was dumb, I missed it, it's right here. Grab this half tube, scale it way down, and make it skinnier, like that. And I want it to be skinnier, but it kind of does some weird stuff when you do that. So we'll just start with this, make it the same red, so 57 red, 7 green, and 7 blue. Boom. Duplicate that, move it over ever so slightly, like that. And repeat that till you're all the way across the flame. Make sure you move them over equally each time. Just it'll look a lot cleaner if you do that, obviously. And yeah, probably need 10 maybe, I don't know. It's not an exact science. However many it takes you, that's how many you need. And make sure the red bar goes from top to bottom on the fire. Oh, move that one a little bit farther. Alright, now that we have that placed, you can actually move the fire to make it a bit better. Try to get it centered on the fire. It's easier to move just the fire than it is to move all those pieces. So move the fire, delete the black one, reduplicate this one just so you don't have to try to move it to the same exact little movements that you did. And then also move this one so that the center is lined up in between one of those lines like that. Next we need to make the outer rings. So duplicate this, push X or square on PlayStation to toggle to outline, and then just scale it up like that. Do the same thing on the red square, scale it up to somewhere around there. Next we need to make little divisions in the yellow outline. So we're going to grab a round square, scale it back, and also turn it into a rectangle. Like that. Alright, move it up so it covers the part you want to have a division. Now turn it the same color as the background. duplicate it, black, 75%, and make sure the black one is on top. So now you can just duplicate that and put these divisions wherever you want them. You can look at a picture of the emblem if you want them to be exact. It's not a huge deal, and mine are like fairly close. They're not super far off. So 75%. Boom. All right, now we're gonna make some pretty small divisions down here, like that. Duplicate that. Turn to black. 75%. Boom. And one more on the other side. Black, 75%. There we go. Alright, so you could end there, because that's pretty much most of it, but I like to do the kind of pink and purple stripes up towards the front of the gun as well. Oh, I did not mean to move that. I meant to go up here. So what I grabbed for that is rectangle, go to 315 degrees, and scale that thing way up, like that. Go to your color picker and pick kind of a bright pink, like this, and then drop that opacity way down, like to 15. Let's see how 15 looks. Maybe 10. Yep, I like 10 better. Alright, duplicate that, move it back in like this, and bring that opacity up to like 30%, and maybe change the color as well to purple, like over here. Alright, now we're going to duplicate this one more time, move it to 45 degrees rotation, and also, man, if I can get it, scale it back and make it longer and skinnier instead of like the whole thing. Place it somewhere like that. Yeah, we'll go right there. Whoops. Edit its color. Grab purple, up that opacity. Actually, let's keep the opacity at 15 maybe. And grab kind of one of these darker purples like that. And there you have it. That's the whole side. I just duplicated the same thing on the other side. And then on the top, all I did was place a square, scale it up so it covers the whole thing, and make it the same as the background. I also, in my example one, I actually put the purple and pink stripes up on top so they kind of float over, but you don't even notice it in game, so it's just way too much work for no results really. And then just copy the same thing to the other side and you have a completed camo. So I hope you guys enjoy this camo. I hope it helps you out. Thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know if there's any specific camos you'd like to see. I'll see if I can get them done before this beta ends. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.